Good afternoon. My name is Laszlo Tihanyi, and I am the director of Machine Translation Unit at Morphologic here in Hungary. And currently, I act as the technical coordinator of this iTranslate4 project, which seems to be a very promising opportunity for European SMEs to have a good cooperation and disseminate this activity. So for the first, I show you the contents, which starts with the goals of the SMEs matching the European Union project goals. And then I give you some project info and a short demonstration. Finally, the results and some conclusion. Language technology products, local or global solutions? I would start with this question, as I think this is the key issue if we want to understand this project and our motivation. For better understanding, I would highlight some characteristic events of the history of linguistic tool production in Hungary. So my interest in computational linguistics was based on the assumption that the language-dependent tools made for users speaking my own native language have no global competitors. But in 1990, when we started to selling the Hungarian spelling checker at Morphologic for Microsoft Word, it seemed that the recipe works, as Microsoft paid royalty for OEM construction. In 2000, when Systrans started machine translation project in Hungarian, we got the first warning that even Hungarian can be targeted by products developed by foreign countries. 2 years ago, in 2009, when Google published its Hungarian translation system, we still believe that our visitors will keep using our translation website, owing to our expertise in our mother tongue. Here, at Morphologic Translation's website, we had 60,000 daily visitors. But it turned out a different way, as the number of the visitors started to decrease. So why? There are a number of reasons, but I would sum it up in a single one. Our market is too small for profitable development, operation, and marketing of language technology products and services. So we need better infrastructure, more featured services, and better support. This is why we think that a cooperative solution of European machine translation companies is highly needed. So some words about the goals of the European Union. We were very glad when we were informed about the call by IMSO DG of the European Commission in the ICT PSP program in 2009 with the same machine translation for the multilingual web. There were general objectives of the ICT PSP. The first two goals were to create a single European information space and strengthen innovation by cooperation. These goals matched our problem. We believe that we have to have a common single solution to be strong enough. The third goal about the inclusive information society was also matched, as a free online translation service supports people with no knowledge of foreign languages. And I also mentioned the third special goal for this pilot B-type projects, which requested to integrate several partial solutions to realize a new innovative approach and achieve a sufficient critical mass to realize significant and meaningful impact, because this goal is perfectly matched. So, what are the goals of the SMEs? Selling the services. So our primary goal is to exploit the translation services of these SMEs by selling a common programming interface or API for integration, premium dedicated services for professionals to post-study the results, and further applications based by the consortium, like chat plugins and mobile apps. The tasks to achieve these goals: an internal API to connect the translation services, the integration of the translation services, and naturally the publication and marketing of the external API for integration, and the development of these tools. One comment on this task: the market seems to be changing in its favor as Google announced that its free API will be commercialized. So we are preparing for it and offering an alternative API for the market. And another goal is the exploitation of the visibility, which will be carried out by the increased revenue from sales of the partners' products, and an operation of a human translation marketplace here, and possibly also selling banners and advertisements. To achieve these goals, the partners have to develop an attractive portal with user interface enhanced with additional linguistic features and tools. Social facilities will be also added, which enables users to request, suggest better translations. And we also have to have this human translation model. Okay, here you can see the project info of iTranslate4. The total budget is nearly 4 million euros. Half of the cost is financed by the European Union and half paid by the partners. And the project lasts for 2 years. In the first year, we have had to develop this translation portal. And in the second year, we have to disseminate and exploit the results. And here are the project partners. So the project partners are made up from 9 SMEs. They are Morphologic, Sistran, LingvaTech, PWPN, SkyCode, Amebis, Sunda, Prompt, and Trident MT. And the project is coordinated by the Research Institute for Linguistics of the Hungarian Academy of Sciences, which proved to be a good choice, as the consortium includes companies competing on the market. And we also could exploit the academic partners' expertise in project coordination as well. And how this rather big consortium has been formed. At Morphologic, we already had a similar website which translated only to and from Hungarian and was already connected to several of these current partners. When we learned about the ICT PSP call, we asked them whether they could take part in this project. All 10 companies accepted the invitation immediately, and one of them, Grammarsoft, joined the website even without requesting the EC support. So this is how the website looks, and you can see the regular controls and main features. And now I would show you a short demonstration. So let's translate something from German to English. I took this short text from the German version of the website and copied into the input field, and if I click on Translate button, then I got these results. And so here you can see the translations listed below each other, one by one. I highlighted the best translated segments, which are in most cases sentences, and marked them with numbers. The segments in order of numbers covers the whole text. So we can see that the third system was the best in translating 2 segments, the first and the fifth. And 3 other systems were also best in translating one of the segments. This is a striking result, which shows that the best system in general is not always the better. On the contrary, the best system is best only if you take a huge amount of text and qualify it with a single metric. Whereas the performance in the case of individual sentences or phrases varies a lot, as you can see. And this justifies the advantage of providing several services side by side. So having many providers is not the only advantage of covering many language pairs. It's just as useful to have many solutions for the same language pair. Okay, so what are the results? Actually, so far we have the internal API that connects the translation services. And by this means, we can translate between 50 languages on 195 language pairs by 297 translation modules. And this API is also used already by 2 additional partners, Lingenio and Apertum. The task still to be done in this area is to publish the external API through which our services can be called. This planned in September. And to develop premium dedicated services for professionals post-editing and develop other tools, plugins. And the other result is the translation portal itself, which has text and web page translation, a chat program, and a translated search facility, which is equipped with on-the-fly spell checker, virtual keyboard, automatic language detection tool, and it translates from 63 languages, which is a bit more than in the API because we also included Google and Microsoft here. And the website translates from any to any languages. The website is localized for 13 languages and is in operation since April, 2 months ago, we started. Tasks still to be done here to open this human translation marketplace and utilize evaluation results for ranking when text translation are displayed. These are displayed in random order currently. This evaluation work has been carried out by the coordinator using automatic evaluation, human tests by crowdsourcing, and the user feedback collected at the website. Okay, conclusion. So we have a technology justified by the results. We have an operating website. We have 9 project partners and 3 more associated partners connecting the majority of European machine translation companies. And we have market conditions changing for the better. So far, so good. And this, my project officer said 2 weeks ago on the review meeting, we are sitting on a golden egg. But to justify the idea, we have to exploit the opportunities in this business model, which favors solutions by devoted local experts and responsibility and expertise towards their native language, preserves identity and existence of local SMEs, hopefully, but also provides solutions to global problems like the full coverage of languages. So, thank you for the attention and visit us on the demo section in the next room.